Well, hello everyone, Golcon here and welcome to another episode of Foundation in the Fluvial map. We're right here where we left it. Actually, we just got this message that it looks like the church has been built, well, part of it, but the main core and the door has been built, and now the church is giving us 10 influence right there. Before we begin, I wanted to let you know, guys, that what it came to my attention. Somebody informed me that the link that I had in the description as well in the comments for the giveaway was taking everyone to the 100 subscriber giveaway. I just wanted to let you know that I fixed that basically in every single video. So make sure you check out the new link in the description and in the comment section, to enter the 250 subscriber giveaway, which we're very close. The moment we're recording this video, we're sitting at 237 subscribers. So we're 13 subscribers away. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start playing this game. All right. So for this episode, I'm trying to see what can we do, right? Basically, we're extracting here because we want to expand our residential area. But really, what I really want to do is basically try to push the bridge over here because we are definitely need to start building the wheat farm, the windmill, and of course the bakery, so we can start promoting people to commoner, right? So, and of course the fish. Let us not forget about the fish hut. But for that we need 20 surf. Right now we have 11 with a possibility of having up to 15. So we're getting closer for sure. Looks like we can unlock this from the rustic church, the additional parts, and those are these ones. I mean, they're not necessary right now. We can add something to the. I'm thinking about it, to the church once it's finished. If we absolutely need to add something, we can add it for sure. But okay, let's take a look here real quick. I wanted to take a look at what we can possibly do. So we're right now we're producing polished stone, right? So we can go into the trader, right? And then we can sell a polished stone for 6 gold coins a piece, right? So I think we're selling everything. I don't think we're gonna need to sell any planks yet, or I think I don't want to sell any planks yet, because hear me out here. So let's say we do the bridge, let's say from here, right? So this is gonna be the bridge, right? And then if we expand it, right, we obviously need to expand it a little bit. Let's say we do it like that, right? I wish we could, shrink it a little bit like that, something about like that. So we're gonna need 240 planks, and the bigger we build it, of course, the more planks we're gonna need, and of course, we can do a heck of a bridge, right? To almost 2,300 planks. That's insane. Definitely not gonna build that. All right. Another thing that is looking good is the berries. I'm actually gonna speed up time here. Another thing that's looking good is the berries. And now it looks like we can actually promote. And why are you complaining so much? Looks like you don't have water and food. Oh, probably it's just they just need to go there and get it. All right, so I'm gonna promote all. So we have 17 people right now, 17 serfs. Looks like this house is just being upgraded at the moment. Since we got a couple people here, I'm gonna assign another builder. It looks like we unlocked something here. Oh yes, we did. We unlocked some decoration. And this decoration, I mean, it boosts the what do you mean, oh wow, one tool. I completely forgot that took so much. But it boosts the desirability. As you can see, the circle, the radius around it. There is a trick. Once we unlock this tree, if you want to boost the desirability of that particular house, oh look at that. Ooh, see, that's what I was afraid of. You see, so they're once they upgrade their houses, they it interferes with the other one. I mean, we have two options here. Either we can delete this one and have them build another one. So before we do that, so what we can do is come here to the residential and basically deselect this area and kind of like force them to build here. I'm okay with them, by them building around here. Actually, this here too. This is the area we want them to build. Actually, hold on, let me just 1 second. I just need to see, because the church goes this way, right? So we gotta be careful. Now that I remember, I think the church comes this way, so I don't want to give them too much of an option here. Just that kind of bit like there. All right, let's go ahead and delete this house. Unfortunately, that's going to happen, but it's good that it happens on camera so you guys can see, how it works. So you delete that house. I mean, kind of forcing them to build another house. Uh, I mean, it sucks just to destroy someone's house, right? But let's see if they actually do it. I just want to see if they actually... I mean, they have to. I've done it before. It just take a little bit. And then we unlock the gate. It looks like the gate actually gives some durability, which is pretty interesting. I wouldn't imagine that. But that gate is gonna be built kind of like here. My planning is to build it here, and around it, I don't think we have any kind of walls right now, but kind of like going around here, right? Kind of like dividing this subdivision with a gate and next to the bridge. I think that's gonna look phenomenal, if you ask me. And we can actually across the river, we can put the fishing hut here, or we can actually put it here. Although we said that the fish bank, the closest one, the nearest one, is around here. We'll see how it goes. Of course, we have the quest to build a wooden keep, but I mean, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I mean, we could build it, but I don't think it's necessary as of right now. The reason why is because we don't have enough people to submit to the army, basically, to enlist to the army. So might as well don't do that. All right, so let's go ahead and build another thing that I'm absolutely gonna build is one of these. And this guy, I'm gonna place it here, actually kind of like next to the other one. Let's see if that's a good one. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Just for now, we can delete it later on. But for now, I'm gonna delete that one. I mean, I'm gonna put that one there and have them like, if we look at the territory, we can cut some of these trees, which are gonna be beneficial. Because right now we have four wood, I mean 6, but we're very low on wood because we're making a lot of planks too. So we have to basically take that in consideration. It looks like this house is being upgraded right now. I wonder if that house is gonna be sufficient for the ones that we deleted here. It's gonna be interesting to see. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like, okay, the church is coming along here, which is pretty nice. And another thing that we have to do, I mean, if we really want to, we can push this just because the rewards are really good. But to be honest, I'd rather spend that money and resources on something else, especially in this new territory right here and building the bridge. I think that's gonna be very, very important to do. All right, so we have, looks like we have actually 20 people. All we need to do is wait for week 4 to go into a new month, coming into the first week of month 7 to promote everyone to serve. Now, once we promote everyone to serve, we're gonna get, a lot of things. And let's take a look at what we're gonna get here. So basically, for this, we actually, so how do you, if this is the first time you're playing, you may wonder, how do you get Splendor? How do you get Influence? Basically, Splendor you get from missions, from those guys that come in and, ask either the monk or the envoy. And the Influence, actually, I think it's the other way around. Now that I think it's the other way around. Let's take a look here. Let me check here real quick. Yeah, so a Splendor you get from buildings. I'm sorry for misinforming you. So a Splendor you get from buildings. For example, this church is giving us 12 Splendor, as you can see here. And this Lord Manor is giving us 6 Splendor, as you can see here. Now, the kingdom. What does give us a kingdom Splendor? That's going to be the wooden keep and other buildings, but wooden keep is the main thing that actually give us Splendor. Now, the influence is the one that's given to us by doing the quests, or oh, look at that, we found a gold ore. That's not what we wanted, but that's okay. So yeah, influence the one that we get from missions when the monk and the other guy, the envoy, comes in. All right, looks like he is available for another mandate. Let's send him over there again. Let's investigate this whole mineral ore. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 nodes more. So maybe we have all the resources in one spot, then all the resources in the second spot, and then there is, of course, over there. I mean, remember, this is not a custom map. This is a map that was built into the game. So it tends to be easier than the custom maps. Usually custom maps, at least I haven't played a custom map or a mod that has such a big node like that and like that, or in that quantity, because that's a lot of mineral nodes in one single map. But that's okay. All right, looks like villagers keep coming in, and I don't see them rebuilding these houses. So let's take a look who doesn't have a house. So the woodcutter, let's see, comfort. I mean, these guys are complaining about comfort, and the comfort means comfort shortage. They're complaining about comfort shortage, and that means basically the desirability, average. So everyone is average, and these they are low here, but that's fine. I mean, once we unlock, in fact, if you want to trick them, I mean, it's kind of like cheating, and at the same time, it is not because it's given by the game. But you can place 100 thing of this, like that, right? You can place a lot of these, and then it'll pop it. Oh, you see, we just placed one, and it popped up the desirability a little bit. I mean, it's part of the decoration, right? So yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. One thing I'm noticing here, as you see me scrolling, is the market. I'm trying to see how we're gonna do it, because of course they made this road not parallel. I mean, we can fix this basically by placing one of these, and you barely can notice it. Of course you can, but we can try to trick the game a little bit, or our eyes. But worst case scenario, we can delete these and restructure our market. But yeah, we can start from here. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. That's kind of the idea I wanted to do. Like, have the market, people have to go through the market in order to go to their house and the church, of course. And it looks like the church is fully built. We can host, or the church can host up to 60 people. And of course, we can modify how the bells rings here. We can change it to weekly, light. It looks like we only have one. And then the bell tower, the melody, what pitch we have. There you go. I kind of like the C, right? I like the G. G is really good, and we can play a delay and the tempo. We can actually. Can we do? I wish the tempo would give us a sample how it plays out, but it's okay. All right, so things are looking good. And Monk is requesting an audience. Let's see what they want. Usually they requesting 50 wood. Wow, that's gonna be a tough one, my friend over there. Let's see you. I mean, we're definitely gonna need some influence in order to unlock the fishing hut or the fisher hut. Yeah. I mean, we could take the people, but we're definitely gonna need all the wood. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna see if we can actually do it. Hopefully we can. And what we're gonna do is gonna go extraction, and they're gonna extract all of this. It's gonna tell them to extract everything here, because here looks like they cannot extract anything else. Oh, it looks like we can extract a little bit there. Yeah, let's extract everything here, and then we'll place a reforestation, what is it called? The forester camp, right? Yeah, a forester camp around here, around this area. We can reforest all of this area. It looks like a promotion is available. Okay, so we need how many? We need 3. That's all we need, and we have the money just for the 3. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna go straight to that, and we can do one more. Let's go ahead and do it, and that, of course, is gonna unlock this. We need 1 point with the people, with the labor state, in order to unlock the fishing hut. And of course, these are gonna be unlocked when we have 20 commoners, which is gonna take a while. It's not something that I expect we're gonna get soon. Okay, so we can actually I don't want to push it too much here, but yeah, definitely trying to build across the river there. And if they definitely need houses, they can build here 1 or 2 here. Actually, let's avoid them to build too close to the water. That way we can fence it around it. All right, looks like we actually have the necessary wood to deliver, so let's go ahead and deliver it. Oh, actually we don't, because most of that wood might be actually yep, it's not being stored right now, and unfortunately we cannot move. That means that we actually need another warehouse, and that's what's happening here. I mean, it says that we have 57 wood, but unfortunately we need a warehouse, since this is gonna be delivered once it is located in a warehouse. And that's where the storage mod comes in place, because the storage mod will let you have some warehouses with, instead of storing 8 different resources, a capacity of 8 or not 8, 4. The storage will have, I mean, there's some storage that will let you have 8, a total of 8, and it won't have a negative impact to the desirability. So that's something, obviously, that's something that we need to, take in consideration the desirability here. And that's why I'm gonna be building this guy kind of like far away. I don't want to build it too far away though, because I don't want to interfere with that. Another option would be to build another one of these, which is built automatically. And that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to put this guy over here, kind of like right here. It actually doesn't need to be in the perfect location, actually. Right here might be actually perfect. Right there. And what we're going to do is destroy this building right here, and those builders should be automatically assigned to this building right here. So, and this place, I'm gonna leave a warehouse. I'm gonna put a warehouse next to it right here, and I think that's gonna be good. Unfortunately, it's gonna affect the durability here a little bit, but we can actually counter that with a decoration like this. If they decide to build a house there, I mean, we can put a decoration. It's only cost two gold coins. It's not that big of a deal. We can actually place one there and one here if we absolutely want to, right? Not like that, and it should pump it too high. Might take a little bit, or maybe it's not high enough to build it. Maybe because this one is like average a 95%, since it's closer to the church. Maybe this one we can actually push it. You see, that's the problem. They build too close to stuff. I wish there was a way to modify that. Because look at that. You can modify it by restricting the residential area, of course. But if they build it way too close, and this is a 2-2. I know it's a 6-6 already. Okay, so it's a 6-6. That's probably why it was a 2-2 and then upgraded to 6-6. Let's place this guy here. Let's see if yep, you see, it was an average. We placed that, and then let's not forget we have 7 unemployed. Definitely something that we need to start using. I'm not going to place anyone here because the moment we start placing people here, they're going to start using all the wood once the warehouse is fully built. And we have 51 days to deliver that. So I really don't want to do that. What we can do though is assign all the miners, all the possible miners. And definitely we need to start making some money to start obviously making some profits here and start buying other territories. I'm trying to see. Okay, so we have another berries hut here. And what my thinking is, what we can do is, remove this one, not remove it, but leave it as is. Well, we can remove it, accommodate it a little bit there, like, parallel to this road, but change it to fish once we start making fish. I don't know if maybe I'm pushing it too much. I'm waiting too much to start building the wheat farm. And that's something that we can actually pay a big price on it. Because right now, what I mean by that is, if we keep waiting and waiting and waiting, maybe we don't make enough money to buy this land. You know what I mean? So the game is kind of like pushing us and forcing us to start building or put the wheat farm right away to start selling bread and start making more money, if that makes sense, right? Worst case scenario, we can actually disable population, because of course they're gonna need more and more houses. The more people we add, the more houses they're gonna need. So definitely we're gonna need store wood here, and I'm gonna do a stone since we have 5 miners here. And let's see what else we could do here. For now, I'm gonna leave it as is. In fact, I might be tempted to do one more wood, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. And planks, I don't think we absolutely need to another one. Actually, let's go ahead and do that right here. Refuse. Let's turn it to plank and refuse that just for now. We can start selling planks and make more money that way. Let's see. Do we have 50? Yes, we do. That has been delivered, which means we're able to buy the fisher hut or unlock the hedge and the builder workshop sculpture. And if you haven't played this game, that means that we can get this guy right here. Probably not this one, but we can attach another building to it, or we can place it somewhere like here. Yeah, that's kind of too far. The game tells you. We can place it here once we remove this woodcutter. We can place it here if we want to, and that's the guy that's going to be building this sheep statue and any other statue in the future. Well, here you are. We have the fisher hut, which is amazing here. Obviously, we cannot use it right now because our territory is just, we could actually. We can place this guy kind of like right here. That might not be a bad idea for now, guys. Like, just for now. I'm going to push it. I'm going to do it. The reason why is because I really want to start selling fish. That's something that's gonna bring a lot of gold coins. That's gonna help us come into this land. And of course, I see that this land will have, or the island will have two berries. One thing that we're probably gonna need to do here is divide maybe a wheat farm or like a farming area and a church residential area, because this is kind of too far from their houses. That's something we need to, of course, obviously keep in consideration every time you buy a territory. Make sure it's kind of like, I don't know how to like measure it, but I've played this game for a while, and 150 meters is, it's kind of like, it's in my mind. I've because the way I've done it is like literally playing with the game a lot, like testing it. If I place the house here, is this 150 meters, and that's some sort of stuff. But definitely I think this is more than 150 meters to my eye. So that's something we obviously need to consider there. Once this is built, we're gonna add 2 people here, and what we can do is start. Well, I was gonna say start building the bridge, but we are definitely gonna start building another market. Let's get that market ready. I'm gonna be placing this guy over here, kind of like closer, right there. You know what I mean? Kind of like try to get that parallel to that area. In fact, we can push it a little bit. One thing we have to be careful here. Yep, is the forbidden land that we placed there. Actually, we can actually push it a little bit here. One thing I don't want to mess up is this, right? So get it too close to the granary there. It's not that close, right? I think it's gonna look cute, right? Right there, obviously without that. And then this guy, what we can do is place this guy kind of like next to it, right there. And I think that's gonna look way much better than the one that we have. In fact, what we can do is grab this guy, place another market. Let's wait for it's telling me there. I was gonna say let's wait for that market to get built, but it's actually telling me there. The blue lines are telling me where the other one's going. Let's take a look here. So kind of like right there. Yep, I'm gonna build those 2 right now. Obviously, always keep in consideration the maintenance cost. That's something very, very important. And one thing that also we need to keep in consideration and keep in mind is that the houses will go to the nearest market. So I think that this house might go to this one, which is kind of like less than a meter closer to this house. So they probably won't go into this one. They'll probably go into this one. And since we place a marker here, this went to a very high desirability. Probably this one went too high. Yes, it did. Probably this one high. Well, this one was already high. This guy is lonely there in low. But we can give them a couple stuff. Maybe once we upgrade or expand our church. And I was talking expanding is like that. Up there it is. This is what I wanted to do from the beginning. This is gonna be amazing, guys. I'm telling you, this is gonna be phenomenal, because we are gonna do a cemetery. We're probably gonna do that off camera, so I don't bore you to death. All right, let's assign a fisherman, and obviously we need to bring the fish into the granary right there. And now we don't have any berries, guys, so this is a little bit scary. So we need to start. Thankfully, we actually assigned the fisherman there, because we definitely need to start getting more and more berries. Because if we get the bad weather as of right now, we're probably gonna suffer. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna disable immigration and tell them stop coming in for now until we resolve this situation. And I'm gonna give them this area for houses as well. I think it's gonna look great. All around here, I think it's gonna be amazing around here. In fact, if we absolutely want to, guys, we can throw them a well right there. I don't think that's a bad. Wells are not a bad thing, guys. Wells are always good. And of course, if you're traveling, imagine traveling this far and having to come all the way down here to drink water, or here to drink water. You put them a well there, and then your people will need to, do less work by walking all over around. So it looks like we found the iron deposit, which is nice. So let's go ahead and assign him to another mandate. It looks like we don't have any gold coins right now, so we can just pause it for a minute there. And let's go ahead. It looks like the market got built here. The 2 of them, perfect. So let's just assign Denisa or Denisa, whatever your name is. I'm gonna assign you to sell fish once we have it. And what we can do is pause this guy and force people to start buying fish once it's available. All right, so one thing I started to notice is that, of course, berries are going down. Fish are not being produced as fast because they have to go all the way down here to get it. So I decided to build another fisher hut. I think that's going to be very beneficial. And another thing that I did notice is that we're running out of wood, guys. So you can see here, there's nothing much more that they can actually cut from. In fact, we can actually authorize this, and that's going to trigger us to build the forester camp. And I think this spot is gonna look amazing. So what we can do, we can have actually two of these, one here and another one I think is gonna be really good here next to the what's gonna be the wooden keep. I'm gonna try to use this berry hut, so I'm probably gonna build the wooden keep around here. This one I don't think we're gonna need, absolutely gonna need, so like 100%. So this one we can actually forget about it. So we can use these two. Even this one, we might actually don't need this one. We'll see how it goes. But definitely this one we are going to use. So the wooden keep we're going to be here, and then we can put a forester camp kind of like right here on this tree line where it's located at. So it looks like we have some promotions. Now, this is where it starting to get a little bit, complex. Not complex, but, what do we do, right? So we're definitely going to promote, as I said, we don't want to have newcomers. But as you can see here, we have a lot of planks, which means I think we're gonna need to start selling. And the reason why I say that is because we are, with fish and berries, we're kind of quote unquote good for having commoners, right? But that definitely is not, relying on berries is not the best option because we only have one source right now. So definitely, ideally, it's gonna be, bringing here the people, the wheat farm over here. But I'm gonna risk it, and so I'm gonna say, we're gonna sell everything above, let's do 75. So let's sell everything, all the planks above 75. For right now, it's gonna be 27, 28, 28, 29 planks that are gonna be sold. Of course, they do not get sold all at once. That's something we also need to consider there. The trader will buy X amount per trip. They don't buy it all. In fact, if we see it, if we see the trade, there he comes. So we can see that he wants to buy 20 planks, 20 polished stones. So he's going to get all the polished stones. He's going to get 20 planks, and then he's going to sell us these. Or we can sell him berries or wine, but to produce wine, it's a long way to produce wine. I'll tell you that right now. It's going to take some time to produce wine. So it looks like we sold something. It looks good. So what we can do is actually bring the forester camp, and that's actually, this forester camp is going to bring jobs over this area, which means people are going to start building around this area. We might actually in the future need to throw a market here to sell boar. Who knows, right? We'll see how it goes there. So let's go ahead and throw this guy over here. I think over here is actually really good. Kind of like facing that way. I don't know, maybe that way. Yeah, let's go ahead and build that guy over there. And next to it, I always do this, guys. I always build a lumber camp next to the forester camp. That way, they go along, they go good. They go along good and together, right? The forester camp plants the trees. This guy cuts the trees. So it's like a cycle. And of course, we are probably going to need a warehouse. I'm not going to do the warehouse right now because I don't think we absolutely need to. And another thing I did was add a transporter here just to help with the fish. But yeah, as you can see here, the situation is getting a little bit scary, right? It's getting a little bit scary about the food. This thing is taking a little bit because we didn't have a lot of wood, but it's getting built soon. So, I mean, it's not like, oh my God, we're suffering. But if we don't keep an eye on stuff like this, if you grow too fast and you don't keep an eye on that, it pays off, right? It takes it can definitely hurt you a little bit. And I usually do this for lore manors. I don't know why. I always like to put hedges a lot around the lore manor. It's something I like to see. That way I can actually see the lore manor like not built next to it. I kind of like that. We can place some decoration here in the back if we want to, like place some of these, which is really nice, kind of like right there. Evenly spaced, of course. You know me, if you have seen all my other foundation series, I like to place stuff evenly, kind of like distance between of them. It has to be kind of like even. See, but sometimes I don't see what I'm doing, and I and I screw up. But like right now, we can just do that, and then we can actually add a fountain. But it's just a tiny little manor. We're definitely gonna need to build a much bigger one, maybe across the river, or maybe around this area. Who knows? All right, so we can actually, I mean, we can tell him, let's not do pine. Let's do oak, poplar, sycamore around this area, not pine. And the reason why is because, I like to see pines on kind of like hills or mountains, kind of like here, right? Just to mimic the real life that pines, grow on colder temperatures, that is. So we need to tell them what to reforest. So we're going to do this area right here. And then we're going to do all this area right here. Let's see if he can keep up with all of this. I'm not 100% sure that he's going to be able to. In fact, we're going to do all of this right here, my friend. And then we're going to extract all of this right here. Once it's available, we're going to be extracting all of this. And what we can do actually... No, let's see. They already caught these, all of these. We can actually get rid of that extraction area, all of these. We can leave some trees like right there, and then let's have them cut all of that right there. I mean, we don't have a lot of wood, but definitely something that we need to consider there. Another fisherman here, and then hopefully fish starts to come in pretty quickly. I see that it's not being impacted right now. I actually see this. The happiness is not being impacted right now by the food shortage, but it's gonna be, right? That's something that's definitely gonna happen. So we have a situation here. Either we go for this territory and build the wood keep, and the reason why I say that is because the wood keep is gonna bring a lot of missions, right? It's gonna bring missions, and that the missions are gonna give us some rewards. That's rewards being coins, being food, being resources, being all kind of weapons, being all kind of stuff. Or we can buy this territory, build a bridge, put the wheat farm here, and start producing bread. Right now, I don't think the bread is absolutely necessary, because hear me out here. If we buy this territory, we don't only get the territory to put the wooden keep, which I'm probably gonna place it kind of like here, since we are not gonna get majority of the land there. I'm probably gonna place it kind of like here, and then place a berry hut next to it, kind of like right there. If you let me see if I can show you what my plan is here. So kind of like right here, right? Oh, kind of like right there. It's a side territory. It's gonna tell me, but kind of like right here, and then the gathering hut right there. We'll see how it goes, because otherwise, if we really want to do it right in the middle, we need 1,000 coins, which is gonna take a little bit to get. And if we absolutely want to, we can build another one, another stone mason hut. One thing that we need to consider, guys, is the maintenance cost. And I mean, we can add as many as we want, but how many can we support, right? Let's see. So we have that guy there. So what we're gonna do is gonna remove this guy. No, well, I was gonna say these are the first one that we build. I mean, that we assign. So let's see here. If we actually come here, yeah, let's go ahead and unassign these guys. So let's see, these guys gonna be unassigned here, that because they're much better level here. So I'd rather have them go do that. They're finishing up. So we have Fortebranch, Margarita instead of Margarita is Margarita, and Odelshock. Okay, that's a cool name. And then let's go ahead and unassign them all. I'm gonna leave them open, that way I know who to assign and where, right? Where to assign them. So we can actually assign them to a woodcutter, but we need to delete this building right here. There you go. They just finishing up. Meaning that they're probably cutting a tree over there, or you see they're cutting a tree and they're coming back soon. Actually, this is a really nice area to build more houses. Although I'm not gonna tell them to build houses there, and the reason why is because it's getting far away from. It's getting a little bit far from the production area, or not the production, but the workplaces. I'd rather have them build houses here once we unlock that area. So let's see. Let's not forget that we actually have the bailiff. It's available for mandate, but right now we can't use them. Oh, look at that. We only have one forager. No wonder why we're not producing berries, guys. I completely forgot about that. And you probably knew about it and you were screaming at the screen like, oh my God, this guy's an idiot. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. This guy doesn't know how to play the game. Yeah. Oh my God. No wonder why we were suffering that much, right? I was like, why are we not producing that much berry? We only have 27 people. And in my head, right, thinking to myself, I was like, oh, this is weird. And it's, it's never happened to me, but that's fine. I'm learning something new. But yeah, we only had one forager there. That's hilarious, but that's okay. It's part of the game, right? That's how we learn. Always to keep track of what we're doing. That's something that when the game becomes when we have a bigger a bigger city, it becomes harder to do. All right, so do we want to send this guy to over there to investigate that area? We could. It's not necessary, and I'm just gonna wait a little bit. So we have to deliver 20 fish. I'm gonna keep it all, my friend, because we cannot afford it right now. So, all right. Having said that, noticing that the berries were being produced in a very slow rate, that makes me think it might be good to start going this way then. No, I'm gonna stick to my I'm gonna stick to my original idea. I'm gonna build my wooden keep over here, and actually I'm gonna place the wooden keep here. So instead of buying this territory, I'm gonna buy this one instead, right? So once we build this one, buy this one, wooden keep here, and then we can buy this one and get the berries from there. Obviously, once we have the wooden keep, we have to open our doors for immigrants. And that, of course, just to get those immigrants that come in, they're definitely going to be sent to the army. All right, so how can we do this? So we're very close to this area because I really want to place another stonemason hut. I don't want to place it here because it's going to be too tight. It's going to go against what I said earlier. So I'm just going to leave it there for now. And this, I love it. Love it. I love it. I love it, guys. Look at that. He doesn't care. He didn't care that he was next to his quote unquote house. He just planted there. You can hear the guy planting, which is really nice. So he was able to plant everything around here, and the reason why is because once he plants everything, I mean he just go back and forth. So it's not like he's gonna plant a little bit and then. It's not like the wheat farm. If you play this game before, you know what I mean. Like the wheat farm, they're gonna have certain time to basically plant the seed of the wheat seed, and what it causes that sometimes they cannot get to the whole area that you tell them to. You tell them to cover, right? So yeah, look at that. Stone is coming hot. Unfortunately, we cannot sell it. That's why I wanted to add another stonemason hut. I mean, worst case scenario, what we can do is remove this guy from here, place it somewhere else, and then place the stonemason hut. And actually, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do here. So we can get this guy. We can actually place this guy kind of like right here. Always moving this guy. I tend to do it quite a lot, to be honest. And the reason why is because it doesn't cost much. It doesn't affect the game much. So let's go ahead and delete that guy. They're gonna be moving over here, and here we're gonna be building a stonemason hut facing that direction, kind of like right there. Perfect. That's gonna bring much more polished stones and start accumulating those. All right, so many things has happened. All right, so first of all, I decided to build the cemetery of camera. I wish we had kind of some sort of fence, which we're gonna have soon eventually. Once we unlock it, we're gonna put a little fence around it, and we'll see what we can do with it. I think it's gonna look great. So I told this guy, what is his name, by the way? Roy. I told Roy, hey Roy, why don't you do me a favor here and replant this area as well, which he did. He agreed. And the reason why is because I want to see this kind of like a tunnel, right? Kind of like going into the forest or coming into the forest or from the forest, like coming this way into the forest are on into our town here, which is gonna look nice. I mean, we can actually tell him to do the same thing here, but I think this area is gonna be very useful, especially maybe we can actually, I'm thinking maybe doing sheep farms over there or cow farms, cattle farm, kind of like that kind of farms over here. I know it's kind of like far away from our plan to the wheat farm, but we'll see. I mean, we can see what we can do. But yeah, definitely this area is going to be used for something. Another thing is the polished stone. The stone mason hut was built, which is really nice. And we're storing, yeah, we're storing stones and polished stone here, over here. So, you know, polished stone is going to get, you know, produced in a better, you know, faster pace. Now, berries, we're up to 92 again, guys. So that was the problem with her. Just, you know, not enough workers on the, you know, the collector. I keep forgetting their name. Forager. The berries collector, right? It looks like the promotion is available. So hear me out here. So we can actually do one commoner, right? So the commoner is going to unlock. If we do one commoner, guys, if you haven't played this game, once you unlock or, you know, promote to one commoner, you're going to unlock the dairy farm. You're going to unlock the cheesemaker, unlock the sheep farm, unlock the weaver hut, and the tailor workshop. And the reason why is because the commoners require goods, another type of food. So in this case, they're going to be eating berries and fish, and they're going to need comfort, which means their houses are going to be upgraded. The desirability, I believe it has to be average or high. And then citizen, we don't have the option yet, but the citizen will require high or higher, basically, or very high in this case. I'm going to promote them all to surf. I'm not going to do one commoner yet. The reason why is because I don't think we're ready, if that makes sense. I really want to push the wheat farm before I do anything else. We might actually jump or skip the wheat farm and go straight to the dairy farm. You know what I mean? So that's something we actually need to consider. Looks like a monk is requesting an audience. Let's see what they want. They want 10 tools. Yeah, that was another thing that I was gonna say, and we cannot dismiss, guys. Look how far we are from our, and I did it on purpose. I wanted to see how I can do, how long I can survive before desperately needing tools. I mean, tools are really, really important, and they're very, very expensive to buy from the trader. And you know, we're gonna need to buy, like, how many? 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 cherries before we start producing iron in order to start making tools. And look how far it is. So we're probably gonna need to make their own town here, have like a warehouse here, like a big warehouse. I mean, not a big warehouse, but like a warehouse with full like transporters. Another warehouse here with transporters, bringing all the tools here and bringing it into the main town. That's something that's gonna take a little bit. That's something that, you know, we have to, you know, think about it. I have to think about it very, very carefully, because that's gonna, you know, it's gonna take some time. In the meantime, if we need tool, all we can do is basically buy them from the trader for 20 gold coins a piece. But right now, guys, as you can see, we have, you know, go a lot. You know, we have basically grow a lot. I know it might not look like a lot, but we're taking baby steps. Once we start producing enough surplus, we have enough surplus, producing our own tools, producing our own stuff, then we're gonna, you know, grow bigger and bigger. You know, the beginning is a little bit slower. It looks like we found marble again. All right, so 2 marbles, 1 gold, and 1 iron. Two left to explore. I'm not gonna do it because we definitely need the money to start sending people to the army. But I'm gonna keep it here, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I will see you in the next episode. I will see you next time, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye, guys.